Hey there everyone, Lord Fidget here with another episode of AR Mock Battles. Today we have 3 volunteers, one for Light Dark Season and the other 2 for Astra Anima. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into these maps. The first map up is actually a Light Dark setup belonging to Terrakion 96. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We have Triandra with Attack, Speed, Push, Wings of Mercy, Speed, Res, Rain, Hone Speed, Flower of Sorrow, Frightful Dream, and Glimmer. Dorothea with Swift Impact, Wings of Mercy, Attack, Speed, Rain, Aerobatics, Fel Candelabra, Dance, and Luna. Sothis with Attack, Speed, Solo, Twice Over, Wrath, times Pulse, Sublime, Surge, No Assist, Serious. Natasha with Attack, Speed, Push, Dazzling Staff, Hone Speed, Mystic Boost, Palm Staff, Martyr, and Miracle. Brady with Close Foil, Dazzling Staff, Odd Recovery, Attack Speed Bond, Witchy Wand, Return, and Miracle. And finally, Emerin with Attack Speed Push, Wrathful Staff, Speed Def Oath? Yes. Attack Speed 2, Palm Staff, Physic, and Firefly Balm. Okay. So, a couple things I noticed. One, the lack of structures down here would make it easier to do a Gale Force setup. I'd have to run the numbers, but it's quite possible that between Azura and Sita, I could just run through these 4 and leave just the refreshers on the enemy phase. Triandra is green, but I don't see these 2 tag teaming Azura. I don't think they have the damage for that. Another thing, I could probably just have Sita walk up there. Res stats in general seem like they would give this map pause. Let's try that. Let's just try that. I don't feel like doing crazy calculations today. So do I do this? Guess I might as well do this. So let's go here and do that. Move you, refresh. That applies field buffs to Azura.
Certainly.
Take out the Sothis, and then stay out of the way of Triandra's Flower of Sorrow. Take down the Natasha. And then I guess I can probably do this to keep everybody safe. Hit and turn. And what I'm looking to see here is Sita not dying. And just based on that, she really, really shouldn't. Okay, so we have guard going on. Oh, Emerin advances now. That's interesting. So I can do this. And then I can just move you out. Right? Let's do that. And then if I do this, that'll actually apply field buffs. And then I can just hit and turn again. So, Brady attacks, probably gets a refresh from Dorothea again. And then Emerin should advance. She's too far away from Sita to target into her. Oh, wow, that's interesting. How do I deal with this?
What can I do?
So, I don't have restore or anything. You do have... Wait. Oh, I have Bright Shrine. Like, why do you have offensive penalties? Let's go ahead and take down the Dorothea. Just get rid of that. And then... Gosh. I could go...
Yes?
Because now Brady's probably going to drop down and target into the Azura if I do this. So I could do something like this. And then smite. And then maybe
this
refresh? No.
Caress.
Perhaps if I do this. Refresh. And have air attack? Yes. Okay. Cool. So, then I can have Dagger move up, maybe move Milla back down. No, that's not going to get Peony in range of the Amphora, so no point. So let's see here. Brady, let me see if I can get you to
What next?
swap with me up here.
Death's caress.
Take that
Yes.
this position. I think that will work.
Got him.
So now I can break this,
Maybe
and
this
then
way.
end turn. Brady should go up next to the healing tower, and he does. Perfect. And then it's just a matter of figuring out how I want to grab
Death's
the
caress.
Aether Structures. There's that,
Let's go.
and then that. That's his miracle. So even without Gale Force, this should be... Oh, interesting. The healing tower. Hopefully that doesn't screw anything up. I can break the fountain.
Certainly.
Okay, now she's able to KO him. Alright, so units with res stats, I guess. That's one big option for this map. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe make it a little hard to approach turn 1. And I mean it's definitely a fun comp. I like the palm staffs make it a little harder to approach. And of course the Witchy Wand can be annoying as well. But yeah, unfortunately Cedo was just really well equipped to deal with it. So thank you very much for sharing. Let's go ahead and move on to map number 2. The second map belongs to Solaris. Let's go ahead and take a look at the setup here. Looks like we may have a 7th slot trap depending on the skill sets here. We've got Olivia with Racing Stance, Chill Speed, Guidance, Gale Dance, School Dance, and Miracle. Peony. Oh, okay, so this doesn't look like it's a 7th slot trap, actually. Triangle Adept, Wings of Mercy, Odd Attack, Way of Swift Sparrow, Bond of the Alphar, Gentle Dream, Moonbow. Saros with Mirror Impact, Wings of Mercy, Wings of Light, Mirror Strike, Aurora Breath, Pivot, and Glacies. Lysithia with Attack Speed Push, Lull Speed Res, Hone Speed, Flashing Blade, Dark Spikes, Rally Speed, and Moonbow. Violet with Attack Speed Push, Chill Speed Res, Ground Orders, Life and Death, Sun's Percussors, No Assist, and Ruptured Sky. Ingrid with Attack Speed Solo, Lull Speed Def, I believe that is Rouse, Attack Speed, Heavy Blade, Lewin, Gale, Reposition, and Gale Force. And finally, the second Saros has Fort Def Res, Dragon Wall, Attack Smoke, Quicker Post, Aurora Breath, Swap, and Iceberg. So not a 7th slot trap. It would have been a 7th slot trap, although I question how effective it would have been if Peony had aerobatics, so she would be able to jump out Refresh Saros. Of course, her range doesn't really get extended by that much out to this diagonal, so I guess I can understand why it's not done that way. You don't really have a whole lot of pressure there. Additional pressure there, rather. I could maybe do Brunya team on this. Sort of depends on... Well, the Saros definitely dies. Oh, and you have Triangle Adept. Although... I mean, you two are red, right? So Brunya's not going to take too much damage from either of you. So... And your defenses are pretty bad. I can't imagine you'd actually survive a round of combat with her. So that might still be an avenue. So Saros is no problem. Ingrid, I know is pretty fast, but she doesn't have her solo, so 55 speed. Compared to Brunya's... What is her speed? What is her speed step? Why is it taking so long to load that? Okay, that was weird. 42, 46 with Plumeria. Gosh, plus... Oh, she's not going to have Fimbulvetter if she starts off by attacking Saros. Huh. Alright. So 46 plus 12 is 58, 55. They're tied. They're tied in speed? Holy guacamole. I mean, let's see. On the other hand, this team it's not just Brunya. A well-placed Micaiah. I don't know if she can tank all this. But she does have a lot of res. What would that look like? I'd have to I'd kick off by attacking the Saros because she's really easy to get to. Refresh with Plumeria. What would I do? I'd want to maximize... If I wanted to maximize her chances, I would have them both in range of the Flower of Plenty. So that means here and here. Because I'd need to take out this Saros, otherwise she'd just attack Bruni and get refreshed a bunch. I'm going to actually go ahead and grab my calculator over here. Figure this out. Question is, can Micaiah survive Byleth, Lysithea, and Peony? Alright, so Micaiah, you have a lot of res. So if I can get Divine Fang on you, that'll get your Joyful Vows active. So you have 39, 7, and 6, and then 7 more from Flower of Plenty and Distant Guard. I'm not even going to bother calculating the Ingrid mashup because I know you would absolutely demolish her. So... Yeah, she meets the Sun's Percussor's condition. Byleth has more speed. And 59 res versus Byleth's... What's that, plus 12? Well, if you're here, actually, ew. Just thought about that. The Bond of the Alphar. So that's not plus 12, that's plus 18. So 78. 78. So 19 damage. It's actually not so bad. Lysithea, you don't... Okay. Well, I guess it depends on who attacks first then. If Lysithea attacks first, then she would get this. So let's just assume she does. 61 plus 13, 61, so 74, 80, 80 minus 56. Oops, not 80 times 56. Why am I calculating that? It's 24. 24 plus 19 is 43. And you have 60 HP. Unless Peony here does a 17 to you, I don't think... No, she doesn't. This is functional. That's kind of surprising. Okay. No, like, drive attack or anything? Okay. Okay, cool. I can engage on whatever turn I want, because the auto attack wave doesn't affect Byleth or Lysithea. So that's cool. So I'm gonna do something like this. I don't know. Maybe this, or that. Let's try that. So,
yes.
break this, break this, break
eyes.
this, smite
Over
you,
here.
move you here, I guess, and do
You have
stuff.
my trust.
Then I go... What do I do? I do this, and then smite over, move down, that, Divine Fang, cool. I think that's it. I actually didn't check whether or not you actually killed them. I just assumed because their reses were so blech that you did.
Certainly.
That's funny. I should probably do that just to make sure I've got all my ducks in a row on this. 67 plus 6 and 7 and 6 more. 86. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. All right. So, or do I want to attack from here? Does it matter? Does it matter? Wait, if I do this and then I refresh and then go up and attack the other Saros, then Naga smites Micaiah up to here. Okay, yeah, it works. So take out this Saros,
Why not?
refresh you, take out this Saros, smite you, and then
Let's go
take
together.
out the Ingrid. And... oh, you're not the common wind sweep variant. So if I wanted an extra little bit of punching power, I could even do this. That gives Micaiah the goad stack, and Altina can definitely hold her own against these three. So, alright, Lysithea goes down to Altina, Byleth goes down to a Glimmer from Micaiah, and Peony attacks into Brunia, so that's perfectly fine. Alright, sweet, and then we go we move like that, so I can just do this,
As you say.
and then refresh, and KO the Olivia. That was pretty interesting. I did manage to take advantage of the fact that, where'd you go? Oh, here you are. I did manage to take advantage of the fact that these three were fairly exposed, and the other three were two range res targeters. That definitely helped a lot. I would say that probably the biggest weakness for this map is just how easy it is to approach it, right? Because there's just in Saros being one range infantry, you could stick a two movement unit out here and just kind of poke stuff for free. Oh, and you could even break all these structures up here and just stick somebody here. That'll draw fire from Byleth and Peony before Lysithea even moves. And since, yeah, they all go down real easy to Altina, that could be an issue, I would say. Yeah, just my thoughts. So thank you very much for sharing. Let's go ahead and move on to map number 3. The third map belongs to Masken. Let's go ahead and take a look at the setup here. We have, oh, this is definitely a 7-slot trap. So we got Saros with Mirror Impact, Dragon Wall, Wings of Light, Bracing Stance, Aurora Breath, Pivot, and Glacies. Sigurd with Death Blow, Lull Attack Res, Goad Cavalry, Chill Res, Guilt Goblet, Dance, and Iceberg. Bernadetta with Attack Speed Solo, Lull Speed Res, Goad Cavalry, Death Blow, Priest, No Assist, and Moonbow. Selena with Life and Death, Wind Sweep, Odd Attack Wave, Life and Death, Tome of Storms, Drawback, and Luna. Peony with Attack Speed Bond, Res Cantrip, I believe that is? Yes. Joint Drive Attack, Aerobatics, Bond of the Alpha, Gentle Dream, and Moonbow. Forest with Attack Res Push, Wrathful Staff, Odd Recovery, Attack Speed Solo, Flash, Physic, and Miracle. And finally Duma with Attack Res Bond, Wings of Mercy, Upheaval, Chill Speed, Fell Breath, Pivot, and Draconic Aura. Okay, so first things first, let's try and figure out how this 7th slot trap works. So turn 1, Bernadetta's Hrist applies damage to Saros, Selena, and Peony. However, Odd Recovery is going to heal Selena and Peony, while also cleansing Isolation, if applicable, on these two. So, Sigurd almost certainly wins the distance check. I'm actually not sure if there's a way for him to not win that distance check. So he's going to jump out, refresh Forest. Forest, the only person he can use Physic on is going to be Saros. And then he's going to get refreshed, and he targets out to one space beyond Selena's range, so here. And that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, not 6 spaces to hide my units. So if I do, I mean, obviously you can avoid the Physic by just plopping someone in his range. He'll go attack them because Physic is not going to see 1 HP damage and think, oh right, pre-combat, let's go. It doesn't work that way. So he would go ahead and attack, and then that would open you up to Bernadetta, which then 1, 2, 3. So that goes out to here actually. So it's probably preferable to just let this trap go, because Force, he's not exactly threatening. I mean, if you're a slow, resless unit, sure. But most well-built Aether Raids tanks should be able to handle one round of combat with Forest, I would imagine. So... Brunia team again? Honestly, just because Micaiah hard counters like everything about this map, except for maybe the Saros. That's what Naga's for. Let's do this. So, Forest targets out to here. This little V shape that I'm illustrating with Plumeria. So I can do that. That? Because he's probably going after Brunia. So this would force him to attack from here. Yeah, let's do that. So I can do this.
It will be done. Yes, I'll do it.
Your field buffs? Might as well. Break stuff. I don't know. Hit end turn. So, Chris is going to deal damage, and yep, only Saros is affected. I guess he could use Physic on Bernadetta too, but that would be pretty foolish. Oh, he just goes after Micaiah. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's see here. What does this look like? Okay. I don't think Altina can take a round with Duma. How do I want to run this? Yeah, that's a one shot. I wonder what the Selena matchup looks like. With... what is this? What's that attack buff from? What is that attack buff from? I am clearly... oh, odd attack wave. Alright, so... 80...
let's go together.
Versus... what is this? You don't have a lull. No, you have wind sweep.
Certainly.
That's your common wind sweep variant. So... 46... 52... 59 plus 3? 62? You live that. And then I can probably do this.
Certainty.
Right? 36. So... 67... 73...
Consider it done.
73, but if I do that,
utter
then
certainty.
plus 4...
You have my
73,
trust.
yeah, that's fine. Alright.
Yes.
So I think what I do is that,
Close your
into
eyes.
that,
Together.
into
It will be
that,
Consider
into
it
that.
By your will.
Then,
Over here?
I don't know, break this. Good end turn. Sigurd should be drawn to Altina, as expected. Deals more damage to her. Selena gets obliterated by Glimmer. Oh, interesting. Peony goes after Altina as well. And Duma goes there. Sweet. So I can do this.
What is
Smite
your
you.
desire?
Break this.
I'll do it.
Move you back,
Nervous
I
here.
guess.
With utter certainty.
Oh, you can take a round of combo with Duma. Well, yeah, you could. Huh. I underestimated you, Altina. I thought that flyer skull would do you in for sure.
Consider it done.
So I could have done smite, break, refresh, break,
You have
Altina.
my trust.
But, oh well. That's fine. I like it better this way anyway. Micaiah put in the
Let's go
work.
together.
She gets the glory. So, let's see. Back to the map. Where did we go? Here you go. So I like the concept. I do think that the fact that Forest really doesn't have follow-up hurts a little bit. Especially if the opponent can read what's going on. I guess if they have no backline space, then you're probably looking pretty good, but yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. Thank you very much for sharing, and that's actually the last map for this batch. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of AR Mock Battles. I would like to extend one more huge thank you to today's volunteers. You are all awesome. Next week we are going into light season. The queue is actually empty again, so if you would like to volunteer your map, you can leave your hero's friend code in the comment section. And we'll see. If there are at least 2 volunteers, I will have a mock battle video next week. Otherwise, we will wait. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.